they got a one small little tract mine and it don't work. You can't. Anybody that don't get food stamps, they got damn idiot. That sounds like a very fucking fried brain.
She doesn't listen. You know, people think like they don't know anything about it, but with the food coupons from the state,
they'll fuck you over.
What they do is they take the cash out of your check to pay for this card.
What if I don't use it? They can't take the cash out, right?
No, if you get it, they're automatically going to attach your wages from your check.
I don't want it.
Right. So when you go up, you ask them, is this money going to come out of my check? Because if it comes out of your check...
That's stupid.
Then you're getting less cash every month, and you're blocking it up into food. Which, you know, some people need to do that. Some people need to trap their money into their food because they'll spend all their money and then they have no food money. You know, and
I know how to shop.
Because when you use one of those cards, let's say for instance you go in to go grocery shopping and you pick up dish soap too. It won't buy the dish soap. It'll spit off the dish soap. You'll still owe that cash.
That's fucked up.
And so then you got to reach in your pocket to pay cash for the dish soap.
That's fucked.
And
my sisters will put me in the hole.
And not only that, when you get your check every month for retirement, they'll take the money out of your Social Security retirement to put it into your food coupon card, and then you don't have that cash. You know, especially with all the gas prices shooting up right now, you know, locking up your money into a food coupon, you know,
I know, Damon.
You can't buy gas with it.
No.
Can't do anything. So it's retarded. You know, if you see what I think your sisters think is that you're going to get that much more each month, and they got it in their mind that if you sign up for this, you're going to get that much more. So when you tell them, no, it comes out of my check, and then they trap the money onto a card for food coupons, they're not integrating that information because they want you to have more money, you know, and they think this will give you more money.
Wrong.
You know, and that, but each case is different. You know, my sister, she's on Social Security, and Social Security told her straight up, Social Security disability, just like me, Social Security disability told her you can make up to $1,000 a month cash and still receive your full disability. And I've gone in multiple times and I've asked them that, and I've said, I have a friend that told me that they were told by your Social Security Administration that they can make up to $1,000 cash each month and it won't come out of their check. And they say, that's not true. You can only make $65. And then for every dollar you make after that 65 bucks, we take 50 cents of it out of your check.
That's a horseshoe.
So for every $2 I make, $1 comes out of my Social Security check over 65 bucks. And so when I go get a job, if I went to go get a job to try to supplement my income, let's say they're paying, let's say I just get a simple, easy checker job that doesn't hurt my disability, my back or anything, and they're paying me $10 an hour, okay? Well, over that $65 a month, if I make more than $65 a month, I'm not making $10 an hour, I'm making $5 an hour. I am now working for $5 an hour. I have to get to that job, I have to feed myself while I'm there, and on $5 an hour. And the thing is that I can't do that. And I'm not going to go get a job for $20 and $30 and $40 an hour, because if I could do that, then I wouldn't need to be on Social Security.
That's good math, Damon. I think I'm with you.
You know? And with my disability, I can't compete with these people that are making $30, $40, and $50 an hour because I can't work full time. These people are, you know, they're go-getters and they're working, they're earning their money and all that stuff. And it's like, that's fine. You know, peace be unto you. But I'm not going to put myself into a hardship so that I can go kill myself. It reminds me of that thing on that little cartoon from Reader's Digest where this guy, this wimpy little guy, comes crawling into his supervisor's office. He's behind this huge desk, and it's a little teeny wimpy guy. And the little teeny supervisor wimpy guy behind this huge desk says, "You've done so good for so long with so little. We now are promoting you to doing everything with nothing at all." Okay, have a great day.
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
That's my kind of
Well, my sisters don't know that. They're just, I tell you.
No, they do that. See, this is the thing, is that if you understand the intention behind people's behavior,
right,
then you realize that they want you to suffer as much as they're suffering.
Absolutely.
But they don't understand that because they're not in, they have repressed that into their shadow, into their negative tendencies, which they don't want to admit.
Hello.
You know, and for us to make them aware of it would be shock and awe corridor. Like, oh my God, you know, it'd be like bombing Iraq all of a sudden. You just bombed my nation, mofo. I don't want you around me. Don't tell me about my negative tendencies. Don't you know I repress them all into my shadow? And since I don't admit them about myself, you're the shadow. You're evil. You're bad. And I don't want you around me. You know, this is where all the gods and goddesses are right here.
That's right.
All the demons and all the angels right here.
I'll be right here. Found me.
Yeah. And I'll just project all my tendencies onto you. All my hopes and dreams I'll project onto you. Or all my fears and worries I'll project onto you. And then I don't have to deal with it. I don't have to take self-responsibility. I don't have to, you know. And ultimately what it is they don't want to be responsible for you. And they're trying to help because their heart is telling them, I want to help. But it's
I want to help you.
But it's only half-hearted.
Duh.
The other half is, oh yeah, I'm going to get even for all the suffering I've ever experienced by making another person suffer just like me.
I'll fix it.
And then I won't feel alone in the world.
That's right. Now you see what I went through? Yes, you know.
We're in it together.
Yes.
We're in it together.
Yeah.
And you go, boy, with friends like you, who needs enemies?
Yeah. My enemies, keep them closer. You friends are landmines all over you. I think I'm growing a hate bump on my surface because of your staring. Yes, I did grow a bump. Yeah, no, they're screwed up. Yeah.
Well, God bless them, though. They're trying.
Somebody ought to bless them.
They're trying, but the thing is that it's half measures avail us retardville.
Duh. I mean, no thanks for your help. I mean, if you're going to come with, you know.
And this stems from selfishness and laziness. We have a tendency, all humanity, to be selfish and lazy. And what that turns into is profiting exorbitantly at another person's expense.
My sisters remind me.
That is selfish and lazy.
My sisters remind me.
Taking more than our share at someone else's expense.
They remind me of a truck coming to, and they're driving the truck, to bring me food and everything, or bring me kudos or wisdom. And the truck has had a broken axle for 45 years and springs, and the time they get to me, everything falls out of the truck.
They'll say, sorry, you were just so far away, why didn't you get closer?
Yeah.
It's all your fault.
Can't you see I've been trying to get this bad truck to you?
Yeah, and now you got to fix the bad truck.
Yeah.
You got to fix my truck. It was all for you. Here, now you got to serve me.
Are we having fun? See what happens when you read and get halfway smart?
And they're like 400 pounds because every 2 miles they stop and eat some of your resources they they were bringing to you. And by the time they get you, they're all fat and happy and whoa, whoa, whoa.
I found out that poverty is ruthless and bold because not only is it a state of mind, but it's desperate. How can you be a sailing vessel's?
Well, that desperation stems from getting ours at the expense of another. Instead of retaining our own self-worth, we place the worth into another person, and the only way we can get it is by taking it from them.
That's Charlene. She said, my boyfriend don't treat me right. When I first met her, I said, what is he? She said, he's a retired dentist. I said, really? He doesn't treat you right. Oh, gosh, darn, what's the problem here, you know? Well, I found out what the problem was. She was desperate and also couldn't be herself because of her bad childhood, you know? And I call that sexual repression, parental conditionings, and incoming projections from other people. Napoleon Hill did say this: we have a habit of opening our minds up to the tramp thoughts of other people. Tramp thoughts.
Well,
wasteland thoughts.
When we become codependent, where we can only have what is of worth and value in another, instead of retaining our own self-worth and value, it's like needing to get applause. You know. Well,
I'll tell you where they do
popular, needing to be liked.
Go to a show that's going to be on TV, a talk show or something, or a live comedy show. You sit in the audience. They have a sign that says applause.
Yeah.
And they turn it off.
Yeah.
And it says applause. You know, and I thought, well, really?
Well, a good performer wants a good reaction, you know, and if they get a bad reaction, they don't consider it a good performance necessarily.
Profit is king.
You know, and it has to do with codependence, you know, and self-responsibility, and when you give something, you give your all freely, kind of thing, because you have it to give, but you don't give too much because you understand your limitations. You know, this is all self-responsible behavior, but if you're robbing Peter to pay Paul, and you ask, if somebody is robbing Peter to pay Paul and you ask them for help, they're going to extend that robbing Peter to pay Paul onto you.
Incorporate.
Yeah. And, you know, and that's where, you know, with friends like that, you don't need enemies, kind of thing.
I'm your friend. See what I've done for you? I think I'm saying it now.